Praise the Lord. This is Dr. C. Dexter Wise III, and welcome back to another edition of the video version of Everyday with Dr. Wise. As you know, we are in a series called Trick or Trick, based on Genesis chapter 3, and we're talking about the various tricks of the devil that we can see and lift out of that third chapter in Genesis. We've talked about several of them, and we're going to give you another one today, and that is that he tricks you into making you think that no one will ever find out. Okay, let's say, Eve, that you did eat of the fruit. Let's just say that it is a bad thing to do, but guess what? Nobody will ever find out. Nobody will ever find out, he said, because it's just you and me. Who else is around here but just you and me? Look around. There's nobody here but you and me. If it's just you and me, nobody will ever find out. Then he says, well, if somebody else besides you and me finds out, I'm not going to tell. Are you going to tell? I'm not going to tell. So just because we're alone, if somebody comes up and says something, I'm not going to tell. Mum's the word, so you're safe. And then the third thing he leads us to believe is that if it does come up, he will cover us. He will defend us. He will cover us. Well, as you know what happened when they finally ate of the fruit and they knew that they were naked, when they were confronted by God, they said they were naked. And God said, wait a minute, have you eaten of that tree? He knew that there was something that was wrong. And so God knew that there was something wrong. Why? Because when we trespass God's law, when we go against his word, when we disobey him, there is a rupture in our fellowship with him. As you know, Adam and Eve had a regular appointment every day in the garden. They met with God. But once they had sinned, they missed their appointment. Once they broke the law, they interrupted that fellowship with God. And so not only did it interrupt the fellowship with them and God, it interrupted the fellowship between them. Adam and Eve were not the same together as they had been before. And so one of the great tricks of the devil is to tell you nobody will ever find out. It's dark. Nobody's around. We're in Las Vegas. What happens in Las Vegas stays in Las Vegas. But trust and believe that when he gets you to partake of the fruit, God made the fruit. God made the garden. God made you, and God will find out. Don't you dare fall for that trick. Trust God.